Good morning. I don't know why I say good morning, because it's never morning when I film these videos. Today I look different because I have a lot of makeup on. I was creative. I did a creative makeup look. Did I get ready with me? It is on my vlog channel if you guys want to see it. I will link it up here. I still don't know what I'm doing with the hair because the hair is just there. But I might just let it be like it is right now until I find out what I'm going to do with myself. But today we're going to talk about what it means to be an empath, what it means to be highly sensitive. This is going to be like a self-guide. This is going to guide you if you feel that you are empath. This is also going to show you if you are an empath or if you are highly sensitive, because there is slightly different elements to that, also to show you that this is actually a superpower. This is actually, to show you that you are a chosen one. Yeah. So this is going to be another exciting topic that we're going to talk about today. Again, if you guys have other topics that you want me to talk about, let me know in the comment below. Also, if you like that I post these videos, every day, as often as I can, where I talk about different kind of things, where I discuss my point of view, let me know. So obviously with being an empath or with being highly sensitive comes abilities, comes psychic abilities, or comes a psychic awareness or inner voice. It's like an inner compass that you have. I'm trying to make the camera focus on me and not the backdrop, because it really enjoys to focus on the backdrop. But I will say that I am one of those people because I am an empath. I don't think that I'm like highly sensitive, because you will, understand why, but there is a slightly different tone to being highly sensitive. But I do feel that a lot of you guys watching, you are highly sensitive. You can be both. You can both be empathic and be highly sensitive. So a lot of you guys are going to identify with what I am speaking about today. Again, I don't know how long this video is going to be, because this is me rambling. This is us discussing what's actually important, discussing our abilities, teaching you guys how to use your abilities and how to manifest and feel more joy in your life. And again, the camera is not focusing on me. Amanda is calling. I am back. My hair is different because it's an hour, more than an hour later. Because Amanda called me, as you guys probably saw in the last clip. She shared a lot of magical knowledge that I actually recorded. So, it's a separate video. I will link it up here because it will probably be up before this one. Make sure, to watch it if you want to learn about your spiritual DNA. Yeah. I spoke with Amanda after, we spoke 1 hour after the recording. And she just, I learned so much magical things that it's crazy. But for now, we're going to go straight back into program. If you guys can hear children, it is the neighbor's children. They are outside playing in the garden. So I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. We're dealing with the outside noises. I can't remember what the last thing was that I talked about, actually. But yeah, you might be totally new to this, so you might be like, well, what is an empath? Am I an empath or am I highly sensitive? And if so, how do I deal with that? And let's be honest, you probably are when you are watching this video, or if you are part of my channel. Because it is actually more common that you are empathic or that you are highly sensitive. There is way more people out there who are this way. And one of the things that is very important for an empath is to have self-care tools that you simply can grab onto in any situation that you are in, wherever you are, however you feel. And obviously that's what we are going to talk about, and I am going to give you guys some tools later on in this video. So when we speak about empathic people or highly sensitive people, there is slight slightly differences when it comes to these two. So there is differences, but you can also be both. So an empath is someone who is intuitively picking up on other people's emotions or feelings, and they even absorb that energy into themselves. And like I said, I am an empath. I can't watch anything without crying if there is anything sad or if people are crying. And just feeling people's energies. I have it a lot with my customers, and I know that I actually had someone tell me that I needed to close off because I take on other people's energy way too much. I have learned to close that off now, and that's why I also make this video, because I want to share these tools with you guys. Because if you are an empath, or if you are highly sensitive, if you don't even know what that means, but you just you feel it, it's hard to go out in public, or it's hard to be around a lot of people, and you might feel that it's because there's something wrong with you, but in real there's actually nothing wrong with you. It's actually because you have a superpower inside of you. So an empath is normally a very giving person, and it's very common that an empath is working as a healer, or that they work with like heart-centered work, that they help people, that they do psychic work, or that they do tarot cards, or guiding other people. They do need alone time every day so that they can, you know, cleanse off the energy that they absorb from other people, knowingly or unknowingly. Also so that they can, you know, process their own emotions, because sometimes you might, as an empath or as a high sensitive person, actually feel other people's emotions so strongly that you actually think that it's yours. Also injuries or mental illness. If you have someone in your family who is mental ill, or someone who has, you know, I don't know why I want to say chronic pain, or, you know, just any pain like back pain or knee pain or whatever, you might actually take on that. You might actually become like that family member, like the feel, like, you know, you feel the same way because you unknowingly absorb that energy into your own body. So you do have to realize that you do feel other people's pain. You can even feel your animals' feelings, your animals' pain. We animal pet owners, we do have a sense of, you know, like, you know, if there's something wrong with your pet. You can feel and sense if your pet is feeling, you know, sad, or feeling, you know, feeling pain. That's in your DNA, that you have that ability. So if we talk about highly sensitive people, it's more biologically, it's more on a high level. They are very affected by bright lights, by loud noises, by sudden movements or sudden, you know, noises. Like, if you don't like thunder, you might be, you know, someone who is highly sensitive. And, you know, they don't like scratchy noises on fabrics. That's a fact. Or the same with strong flavors. Like, this is something that these people will experience on a more, you know, extreme and deep level, a more intense level. And they, you know, like an empath, they easily take on other people's feelings and emotions, just, you know, on a more extreme level. They also tend to process things on a more deeper level, and they also again need alone time to process their own feelings, their nervous systems. There's something, you know, again, it is on a more deeper level. It is something that's lingering more deep. It's something that's going, you know, like, they become very, very nervous if they get, you know, that kind of energy too deeply. But both empathic people and highly sensitive people pick up on other people's energies in the room that they are in. You can sometimes even pick up on this energy if you're just watching, you know, a movie, or if you're watching a video, which, you know, I have experienced that a lot. Also with other people, like, you can sense in your gut if there's something wrong with someone, you know, if someone is false, or if someone is, you know, out to get you. This camera just, it focuses on me, but it's blurry. It's so strange. And both empathic people and highly sensitive people, you will feel very, very drained. You will feel very, very emotional, certainly, especially if you have been together with people. You will feel exhausted pretty quickly. And this is a part of, you know, their reality. But again, the tools that I'm going to talk about is something that's going to help you with that. Because it is in your DNA. It is just how you are. You are from another planet. You are something very special. And the switch here is, what do you tell yourself about this? About you being empathic or being highly sensitive? About these abilities? Because you have to understand that this is an ability, not a curse. You do have to put love around this. You have to be aware of this. And I do feel that, you know, people do put us in a box. Like people who are empathic or highly sensitive, we are being put in a box. And we are sometimes being labeled with a more negative, you know, sense of, oh, you are just so sensitive. Which actually makes you feel more bad about yourself, or more bad about your abilities that you might not even know is your abilities. It makes you feel bad about yourself. Or it might even make you feel weak. All the energy that you observe is actually something you can take so much into yourself that you become depressed and sick from it. And it is very stressful to have people point fingers at you, you know, if you are empathic or if you are highly sensitive. It is stressful because some people do have the tendency to explain this as something bad. Don't put your focus on those people. Don't focus on what other people say about you or about disability, because you do have to turn this from being something exhausting to being something excellent and, you know, something powerful for your spiritual development. This is excellent for your potential, for your creativity, for your projects. You can actually use this to understand other people better, to understand the spiritual better, to understand the paranormal better, to understand the universe better, you know, our planet, you know, to understand reality better, to even understand other people. And I actually do think that people with disability actually oversee the potential of the gift that it brings. And you should be proud of this. You should own this ability. You should own this power that you have inside of you. So you need to start thinking about how this can be positive for you. I am back with a new battery, so let's continue. But you need to see how this could actually help you bond with other people, or, you know, even to get closer to other people. And most important is, how could this actually help your spiritual development, your spiritual gifts, your spiritual practice, you know, any practice that you want to do. This is really going to help your spiritual journey. You really need to realize that you are a highly advanced spiritual soul being, incarnated, is that how you call that, on this earth, to shine your light into the darkness, you know, doing this transformation, especially during this time that we are in right now. And I do feel that's why I am so guided to make this video now, because all you guys out there who are empathic or who are highly sensitive, you're being guided right now to transform yourself, to help other people, to shine your light very, very bright, so that other people are not stumbling around in the darkness that we are in right now. So you're actually very, very important to other people. You're important to Mother Nature. It's like I'm calling in all the heroes out there. With the power that you have inside of you, you have the power to actually tap into, you know, the universe, to tap into this planet, to tap into the energy of this planet, to tap into other people's energy, to heal other people, to heal nature, to heal animals, you know, to heal yourself. You can actually predict earthquakes or catastrophic events in this world if you learn to tap into it. Which again, this is a superhero power. This is pretty amazing. You are actually pretty amazing. And the good news is that you do not need to sacrifice your well-being if you are on this empathic or highly sensitive journey, because that's also something I feel that some people, you know, you get wrong about this. You do not need to sacrifice yourself. There is ways how you can actually take advantage of your inner power and your inner strength. And everything that you do to actually heal yourself is actually something that's going to heal the planet. So that's also, again, something that's going to make you realize how important it is that you, as this highly magical being, heal yourself. And you have the power within yourself, you have the tools within yourself to actually turn this into your superpower. And it's actually pretty easy. So I am going to, dig into some ways how you can, turn this to your advantage. Because first of all, you really need to acknowledge that you are an empath, or you are highly sensitive, or you are both. Again, all this is for if you're an empath or if you're highly sensitive, Doesn't matter if you're just empathic or if you're just highly insensitive. This is going to be you, for you. Compassion is going to be your call, and I did mention that in my past videos. Including self-love is also something that's very important. So if this is triggers, if this is something you feel like, oh god, not that again, do you want to activate the superpowers? Because I do feel that you want to. Yeah. You are a born light worker. So I do feel a lot of you guys are going to be like, yeah, oh yeah, light worker. I am a light worker. I know that. But you might not know that you're actually also an empath, or you're actually also highly sensitive. Again, some of you guys already have control over your empathic feelings. Like back in the days, it was very bad for me, but I have control over it now. So some of you guys, you might not be aware that you are empath, because you might, it might not be that much out there, because you might already have learned to use some of the tools within you. But your mission is to shine your light onto this planet, onto other people. And the most important thing here is that your mission is to take the light and anchor it down into the earth. And that is the first step to let your inner light shine. Also activate it, take the light from the universe and, anchor it within yourself first. So number 2 is that you need to trust your intuition. Again, you are highly sensitive. You can read people's mind. Even from far away, even from people that you see online. If you see pictures, if you write with people, you can read people from that distance. You can receive psychic images. You can pick up on smells, or sense feelings from people, from plants, from objects, from nature, from the sun, from everything. And your gut feeling is going to be your compass. So you do need to learn how to use all this. Learn to trust yourself, and the images that you're going to receive is actually going to help you and guide you, especially when it comes to avoid energy vampires, or to find positive people, or healthy relationships. So again, you can turn this to your advantage. So number 3 is never play the victim. Do not let people feed on your energy. It's important that you are being aware of your self-worth. If your self-esteem is low, it's actually easier for you to attract liars, people who want to hurt you, people who want to feed on your energy, fakers, heartbreakers, illness, everything that's a low energy. So number 4 is all about setting boundaries. So once you're able to recognize the energy vampires who are draining you, you need to be able to set limits to how much time you want to give those people. Notice how you feel when you are with them, but most important, how you are when you are not with them. Because that is the moment where you're going to be able to actually walk away. And that is going to recover and restore your energy. And the plus here is that that's actually also going to give you the time to do something that you actually love to do. So number 5 is all about meditation, and I have been speaking so much about meditation. I did the 10 ways how to attract better. I'm going to link it up here, because I also spoke about meditation in that video. It's very important for you that you take the time to recharge and you take the time to meditate, because meditation is one of the best tools, for this, for you as an empath or as a highly sensitive person. And again, it only takes 2 minutes or 5 minutes. It doesn't really take that long. And you can do this wherever, whenever. Another meditation trick here is to let a bright light shine around your heart chakra, your heart center. You have to fill your heart with this warm light, because this is one of the best tools for taking your power back. If you are in a moment where you start to feel this sense of overload. And again, you don't need to sit for that. Just imagine your heart being, filled with this warm light, with this healing warm light. And you can imagine this as a bright light, or as a warm light, as a green light, as heart chakra color. Like whatever, is more comfortable for you. So another tool here is the protection bubble. And you can actually use this at any time. I love to practice this in nature, but obviously if you're not able to do that, you can do this inside. You can do this whenever or wherever. First of all, you do have to visualize yourself in this, protective bubble where a dark energy cannot reach you, but light can filter through it. And it's actually something that you should do as a daily, practice routine. Even do this several times per day. So number 6 is all about breathe. Develop this breath practice where you simply sit and consciously breathe. So as you breathe in, think about clarity and power. And as you exhale, think about breathing out negative energy. And if this is easy for you, you can even say, I am breathing in power. I am breathing out stress and negativity. And this is a practice that's going to help you clear out all the build-up stress that you have in your body. So number 7 is all about transmute. Transformation is all about transmuting negative energy, and you do take on a lot of negative energy from everywhere you go, or even with people around you, even through your work, which is actually one of the worst places that you absorb negative energy. You have to find ways how to direct that energy. You have to think about it like plants, because they actually absorb, I probably say this wrong, but they absorb the negative, energy in the room, or the negative energy that's around them. They take on that energy, they transform that energy. And it's the same with crystals. And I love to work together with rose quartz or citrine or selenite or clear quartz or obsidian, when it comes to that. I remember that when me and Amanda was in LA, we always had crystals in our bras. And for some reason, I got away from that. So I really need to do that again. But just, surrounding yourself with beauty really helps you. You have to remember that, it's important to declutter your home or your room or your house, because chaos attracts chaos. Especially if you are empath or you are highly sensitive, that is a no-no. You do need to get clear about surrounding yourself with clearness and beauty. Another thing is that you need to learn how to speak positively in a situation, in a bad situation, in a stressful situation. Even finding the humor in a situation, even though that is very hard sometimes. And it's something that I do. I use humor a lot. And again, some people, because I laugh a lot, some people don't get it. But, it makes sense, because I am an empath, so I do need to protect myself. But this is something that can really transmute negative energy and bring it into something positive, or make it into something positive instead. And another thing that I have been speaking about before is to start out your day with gratitude lists, or gratitude affirmation, or positive affirmations, so that you can really increase the positive energy. I'm sorry if it's blurry sometimes, but I don't know what's wrong with the camera. So the last one we're going to talk about is number 8, and that is love yourself. As an empath, your life purpose is actually to take care of yourself. That's all you're asked to do. Listen to your own thoughts and emotions is self-empathy. Take some time every day to really honor your abilities, your strength, your sensitivities, your emotions, your thoughts. Do you want to please be in focus? Thank you. You really do need to recognize that you can be vulnerable and strong at the same time. Plus, it's very important that you are actually remembering to celebrate every time you are listening to your intuition, or doing something that actually helps you become happier, stronger, or healthier. You have to remember that when you live up to your full potential, you actually transform the lives of others. And once you fully embrace your empathic nature, you are going to unlock all the magical possibilities that you could ever wish for. You will suddenly see and understand the big picture on a very, very, very deep level. And with that said, this is going to be everything for my empathic episode, my highly sensitive episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope that you learned something from it. I hope that you now can tell if you are empathic or if you are highly sensitive and what you actually need to do now. Again, let me know in a comment below. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
If I